Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. Selfish husband cheated on me while I was going through cancer treatment. I, 44F, have stage 3 thyroid cancer that has spread to my lymph nodes. After surgery, I had a very bad reaction to radiation therapy, so I've been doing chemo only. I've gained over 50 pounds. My hair completely fell out with chemo and I throw up all the time. My husband turned on me the moment he saw me brushing my hair and clumps very falling out as I was brushing. Going into surgery, he was the guy who posted on Facebook urging family and friends to keep me in their thoughts, who said he was going to help me fight it together. Now he is bitter, distant, dismissive, and angry. He makes rude comments about how I'm not perfumed and wakes me up to tell me to bathe. He tried to initiate sex, but the scent of his cologne was enough to make me nauseous. When I'd expressed that, he'd turn sharply away. He even withholds regular spending money from our kids, saying he does everything and isn't appreciated for his efforts. We ended up going to therapy, and afterwards, he said he'd stop resenting me for the lack of sex/attraction if I let him outsource that part of the relationship. He makes good money and said he'd get a college student and it would never mean anything to him. That he'd compensate her and she would just be a sex toy. I used to contribute a lot through my job as a programmer, but now I'm not working. I was afraid that if we divorced, I wouldn't be able to afford my cancer treatments, so I told him we could talk about another girl, but cried myself to sleep. My twin daughters, 22, are in college and my son, 21, wants to go to school after taking a few gap years. He's currently living at home. I thought that my job as a mother and wife was to toughen it up for the sake of the marriage and family, so I sucked it up and let him go find someone. This week, he told me he found a 21-year-old and it became real. I've been crying myself to sleep and feel even worse physically. I ended up reading texts from him to her, and he was saying to her that she should bring her resume and schoolwork to the hotel and he'd help her with her econ homework. At that moment, I nearly threw up because I realized that she was younger than all my kids. And that means that my 43-year-old husband could have changed her diapers. And now he's acting like a parental figure to a girl he wants to have sex with. I could never imagine sleeping with someone my kids' age because I'd seen my kids in them. I confronted him and he said just because he saw a kid in her, that sex isn't connected to that perception. He got mad and said I wasn't giving him sex, and how was he supposed to stay in a marriage like that? He knows I'd sleep with him if I could. I tried to get him to end it. And I know he knows that I'm indicating he should stop, but he pretends that he still has my blessing. I'm so weak from just being alive day to day. I'm depressed, fat, and stinky, and don't know if I can drag myself to a courtroom ever. My husband resents even buying me lunch, yet enjoyed a $300 dinner with a 21-year-old and bought her stuff from Louis Vuitton. Have any of you dealt with this kind of situation? I'm finding it hard to keep it from my son, since he'd catch his dad looking up Hermes perfume on Sephora, and he knows that I don't wear perfume right now. I try to play by life's rules. I married after getting a good job, stuck by my husband during his issues, had and raised his kids, and try to keep myself attractive for him. But the second something out of my control happens, I lose him. I lose him to someone he helps with homework of all things. Comments from the community. Your husband is a disgusting, selfish pig. I'm so sorry you are going through this, and I hope you know that you deserve so much better. You didn't lose him. He walked out on you at the worst possible time. While you were sick, he was making you feel worse about yourself. That's not love. Do you have any family support? If yes, tell your son he's an adult and deserves to know. Please don't keep it from him. Have some family members move in with you to help you, and kick out the homework helper. There's a good chance that he might leave or kick you out soon. Before he does that, you need to contact a lawyer, without telling him, and file before he does. Whoever files first usually gets an advantage in the legal process from that head start. Because believe me when I say this, he's already started financial abuse, he's going to take it up further, he might be considering emptying out the bank accounts too. That is very common. I'm sorry this is happening to you. Please come over to chumplady.com. and read her book Leave a Cheater, Gain a Life to get some insight on cheaters and infidelity. And yes, he's a cheater. You're agreeing to it, is clearly against your will, because that is not the agreement you guys set out to when you got married. In sickness and in health, not I shall screw around when sickness shall arrive. Sending hugs. Up, please, you deserve better. You're at a hard stage in your life. You deserve to be loved and surrounded by people who love you, support you, and appreciate you. Don't waste precious time on him. He's not worth it. You should tell everyone what he is doing. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Tell his family, friends, your friends, post on Facebook, whatever you are comfortable doing, but stop covering for him. He is acting absolutely disgusting and does not deserve for you to protect him. If he is that nasty and mean, ask him to move out. File for divorce and request all of the financial support you are owed. Get a lawyer who will fight for you. Stop caring what he wants and fight for a good life for yourself. You're worth it. There is zero reason to stay with this man while he is so heartless. Please head over to survivinginfidelity.com and post there. You will get a lot of support and advice. There are some posters there who have been through something similar. I'm so sorry for all that you are going through. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.